Hello, a very good morning to you. Welcome to Breakfast from BBC News with Simon McCoy and Emily Maitlis.
Terrorism test. Britain and the US plan to simulate an attack on both sides of the Atlantic in the first ever joint counter-terrorism exercise.
That's our main story today, Sunday, March the 7th.
Hello, very good morning to you and thank you for joining us this morning. Also on today's programme, the Jockey Club is to investigate claims of race fixing made by a Sunday newspaper against the champion jockey Kieran Fallon.
Confident Conference. Michael Howard tells the Tories how to win the next election.
Why an apple a day will help keep the doctor away. More than a third of young children could be harming their health by not eating fruit and veg.
And in sport, a flying start to the new Formula One season for Michael Schumacher. Who else in the Australian Grand Prix?
Plans for the first ever joint counter-terrorism exercise are being finalised in the United States. The Home Secretary, David Blunkett, is travelling to America today to meet senior figures. Well, coming up in the next half hour, Scotland the Green, how Tartan tourism's been told to keep it clean. That's on Gate 24 with Gwennon Edwards.
A long way from there with the weather, here's Victoria Graham. Good morning. The weather story over the last few days is for high pressure building, and that's still very much the case. However, slowly but surely by the middle part of the week, the high pressure will start to move a little bit further.
Hello, this is Breakfast with Emily Maitlis and Simon McCoy. Coming up before 9, all today's sport results, including motor racing, the FA Cup quarter-finals, and a bad day for England at Twickenham.
But first, at 8:30, a summary of this morning's main news. Plans for the first ever joint counter-terrorism exercise are being finalised in the US. The Home Secretary, David Blunkett, is travelling to America today to meet senior figures in the US administration. The exercise next year will simulate an attack on both sides of the Atlantic. In a series of speeches... Yes, thank you very much for all your headlines, all your texts even, and your emails. And we have the headlines for you, indeed. The Home Secretary is travelling to America to finalise plans for the first ever joint counter-terrorism exercise. A terrorist attack will be simulated on both sides of the Atlantic next year.
The Jockey Club is to investigate claims of race fixing made by a Sunday newspaper against the champion jockey Kieran Fallon.
Michael Howard's expected to set out the key battle lines for the next election when he gives his first speech as Conservative leader to the party conference today.
That's the news at 8:43.
Now on Breakfast, our weekly look at the world of travel and tourism. It's time for Gate 24.
Thank you to all of you who've emailed and texted us this morning. We'll be back with more tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That's it from the two of us, from Emily Maitlis and Simon McCoy. Stephen Cole is along with the headlines at 9 o'clock. Before that, let's get the weather. Here's Victoria Graham.
Bye-bye. Good morning. The weather story over the last few days is for high pressure building, and that's still very much the case. However, slowly but surely by the middle part of the week, the high